All right, remember to solve equations, we can use the quadratic formula, okay? If we have quadratic equation in standard form, we can use the quadratic formula to figure out what x equals. Well, it's kind of complicated, and it has this square root in it, and because it has a square root, that is something we have to worry about. Remember, there are two things we can't do in math. One is divide by 0, and the other is take the even root of a negative number. Well, this has an even root in it, this formula. It has the square root, an even root, so we have to make sure that what's under the radical is not negative. Okay, so this part that's under the radical, b squared minus 4ac, is kind of a special part. It's so special, in fact, that we gave it its own name. We call it the discriminant, and it's just that nasty part under the radical, b squared minus 4ac. If that part is negative, then our equation has no solutions. Remember, solutions are just x-intercepts. Okay, that happens when we have a quadratic, a parabola. Remember, quadratic equation is a parabola. When we have a parabola that doesn't ever cross the x-axis, that means it has no x-intercepts. It means it has no solutions. Okay, none, no solution. Now, if the part under the radical is 0, then that part disappears completely. And so we only have one solution. And that would be as if we had a parabola that touched the x-axis, but didn't cross it. It only touched it in one place. And if the discriminant, the part under the radical, is greater than 0, then we have two distinct solutions. And that would be, for example, a parabola that came down and crossed the x-axis in two separate places.